Welcome to the Jill on Money Show. It's Tuesday, January 28th, and we are here trying to help you make better or less bad financial decisions. If you have a question, just go to our website, jillonmoney.com. Click the Contact Us button and write us a note. If you would like to join us live, just check the box and Mark will do everything else. While you're on the website, check out a free weekly newsletter. Comes out every Friday. Mark does a great job with that. And we've got all sorts of content that comes out. So it's blog, it's videos, it's resources, everything right there for you at jillonmoney.com. Okay, let's get to you. So right now, let's talk to Richard, who joins us from Colorado. Hello, Richard. What can we do for you?
So I recently left teaching, and my wife did too. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to jump to a job that had the same sort of pension she was. Mm-hmm. But so now I've got this pension that's just kind of sitting there. And so I'm kind of wondering if whether or not me being such an aggressive saver makes kind of taking a buyout of this a better idea, or just taking the vested pension when I do get to retirement age.
Okay. So, Richard, how old are you?
38.
38. And your wife is how old?
40.
And how many years in did you have in this pension?
So I'm just shy of 8 years.
So what's vested?
So vested, once I hit 5 years, they match everything. And so I can get a payout starting when I'm 60 years old.
And what's that amount?
It would be $1,200 a month.
$1,200 a month. And and there's a lump sum payout right now?
Yeah. And so that would be
much?
About $74,000.
Your wife, she is also, now she retained her pension, right?
Yeah. So she moved to a position where they have the exact same pension thing. And so I guess that's part of the question too, because if I move to a job with the state, I could start up that pension once again. Whereas if I took the buyout, I would lose all those years.
Sure. Well, so what's going on right now? Are you looking in the private and public sector, or what's happening?
So I just moved to another local government. So I have another pension that that I've been paying into over there.
Are you asking, hey, Jill, should I be looking to go back into the system? In other words, the previous system, is that a place where you want to be, or you're like, ew, I never want to go back? You have to be honest with me, because you're so young. We're going to figure out which is better for you. But it's a long time. So
I guess that's the question, because right now, I'm perfectly content in my position. I have no intent to leave, but the state pension is any state job. And so there are a lot of, avenues available to move back into that in the event that I did leave my current job sometime down the road.
How much do you earn in the new job?
About 85 right now.
And how much does your wife earn in her new job?
She earns about 80. And
do you guys have kids?
No, definitely not.
Oh, look at that. Definitely not. Don't
be
all
anti-parent. Don't need any more.
Don't be anti-kids just because they've killed you for the last 8 years. Come on. All right. So your wife is in the system. Does she have 2 extra years on you? Does she have 10 years in?
So I think she's got about 11 now.
Okay, 11 years in. But you think she's going to kind of stick around in her in that old system?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay. So if that's the case and she stayed in until her age 60, right?
Yep.
What do you think that pension amount would be? Do you have a guess?
Yeah, right now it said, and so we were looking at the full spousal support.
Yeah.
Hers would be $4,500.
Okay. $4,500 a month. Okay, I gotcha. What else do you guys have in terms of the money you've accumulated? So do you both have deferred comp plans also in addition to the pension?
Correct, yes.
Tell me about those. What's in there?
So in pre-tax retirement, we have about $298,000 combined.
Can I call it 300? Come on.
Okay.
All right, good. 298. All right, 300.
I've got a rollover IRA that's $240.
Okay.
We have taxable accounts of $115,000.
Okay.
We have Roth accounts of $327.
Yowza! This is what happens when you don't have kids. I guess you save a lot of money.
Well, and that's why I'm wondering if I just take the buyout. And then we have an HSA of about $40,000.
It's great. Do you guys own a home?
Yes.
What do you suspect that house is worth now?
About $400,000.
Do you have a mortgage outstanding?
Yeah, about 9.5 years left.
And how much is remains the principal amount?
126.
I mean, you guys are in really good shape. Do you have a sense of your current spending level?
I mean, I'd say tops 50,000 a year.
That's it?
Yeah.
Let's say 60. It'll be so much more fun.
Okay.
When you get, all right, I want you to travel. And what about work in terms of the retirement age? Do you think 60 is about right for you guys?
I mean, it's a really sustainable position now that we're not teaching. So I don't see any reason why we wouldn't keep working. But I'm not adverse to
Yeah.
retiring early. I don't really have an opinion about it right now.
All right. Okay. So, but everything is good. You
Yeah.
guys have a lot of money saved there, and you continue to save money because you're not spending that much. So,
Yeah, we're maxing out everything.
so you're maxing out everything. You're, 38 and 40 years old. You got a bunch of money saved already. 3, 6, 7, 8. You have $1 million saved already. And so I would hate. All right. So if you happen to go back into that old system after taking the cash out, will you like drive yourself crazy about that? Because I'm willing to just say that who cares? Take the cash out. And there's nothing really to preserve. She has a pension plan. You have plenty of money. I don't know. I'm sort of leaning towards the cash out. What do you think about that?
Well, because I'm going to get a pension in my new position.
That's what I mean.
And it would be roughly what she would get at the old one. So the pension program that was part of our old job, it doesn't pay into Social Security. So I don't know if she'll get Social Security. I will, but it just seems
I
like
don't know. I think that's like all those variables lean to me towards taking the money. Although the not paying into Social Security, there may be some changes to that now going forward. But Mark, do you feel like taking the 74 grand now as opposed to waiting for age 60 at 1,200 a month and also preserving the ability to go back into that old system? Do you think it's worth it, or do you think you should take the money now?
I would not take the money. For $74,000, not going to make or break their financial lives. I would preserve the option because just from hearing him talk, it sounds like there's a possibility that maybe he goes back into that system at some point. So for 74 grand, no, I'm not taking it.
I'm going to lean the other way just for fun. The reason why I probably would take it is and this is why this is a push. It doesn't matter. I don't know. I feel like you're going to stay. You've got a system your current system is a better system. The diversification away from the having like both of you in the same system and having one different is appealing to me. It isn't going to change your life either way, but I don't know. Like in this case, I'm just sort of sensing you want that money and it doesn't matter too much to you and you're going to build up your own pension again. Because at this rate, Richard, if you were in your new system for 20 years, right? At age 60, what would your pension be in the new system?
So it looks like it might be about like 2,500, 3,000 a month.
I mean, you're not going to make it. You know what? You're not going to make a mistake. It's like Mark's right that the 74 grand doesn't actually change your life in any way. You've got 115,000 in your taxable account. Is there anything you need to do that you would say like, I want that 75 grand. I want a new kitchen. Is there something you want to do right this second? Or is there something that you feel like you would rather have control of the money? Then you let me know. But I mean, you're not going to make a mistake either way. You don't need the money. And yet, if you had the money, it would be nice. You just keep building up those assets and you'd have more control over it. And you wouldn't feel, I just wanted you to know that like you have to make a determination that if you feel like if I get a job in that old system and I've taken that 74 grand, I'm going to kill myself, then leave it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it just kind of seems like I'm splitting hairs because
it is.
At the end of the day, we're saving as if none of that actually comes in. So
yep.
Yeah.
I don't think it's stupid to consider a payment, and I don't think it's stupid to keep the money there. This may be one of those situations, I think, where it's a push. It's actually a push. It just, I mean, I'm sure that Mark's about to like prove to me financially how wrong I am because he's probably doing a current value, present value, future value. But even if that were the case, if we had 20 phenomenal years in the market, okay, and you missed them because you kept that $74,000 where it was, right? Yep. Just to preserve the optionality, right? If you did that, you still had all your other money making money. So if we have a 20-year period where things are phenomenal, then you're going to be like, oh, I'm great either way.
Yeah.
So it is splitting hairs. It's a nice problem to have. You've done a great job in managing the money that you do have. Just one quick question for you. The money that's the deferred retirement stuff in the new plan, do you have a Roth option or not?
I do, and I'm contributing a little bit more than 50% to the Roth option. And with each raise, I'm just upping that percentage.
Yeah, because I think given your tax bracket, you guys are in 22%, right?
Yeah.
I would be doing all Roth for you. It's going to hurt you a little bit tax-wise, but you got a lot of money already. But, between the rollover and the deferred retirement, right? You've got that $540,000 combined, hasn't been taxed yet. And your wife's does not have a Roth option. So that just means that I'd rather be all Roth right now. I know Mark will agree with me on that one.
Okay.
100%.
And so would it be a better idea to, I don't know anything about the Roth conversions and how that works from the IRA, but would you recommend doing that or just
no
straight? Okay.
No, not right now.
Okay.
I wouldn't. If something changes, it's fine. But we'll have plenty of time to get money out of your deferred comp.
Yeah.
We'll do that when, between age 60 and 75, you'll have time. I just don't want to compound the problem right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep. Definitely.
All right. I'm liking that. Do you guys have your estate documents done?
Of course.
Of course. I wouldn't call you otherwise, Jill. And you're managing your own money?
Yeah.
All right. Keep doing it.
Cool.
Richard, good luck to you. Thanks so much for getting in touch with us. Hey, if you've got a question about a pension, or you've got a question about a lump sum, or you're thinking about real estate, or it's tax season, which has just begun, and you've got a tax question, give us a holler. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, write us a note. And if you're shy, you want to maybe put a little bit more in that note because that's the email we receive. And if you're not so shy and you want to come on the air, check the box. Mark will do everything else. Check out all the content that lives on our website, or maybe just bookmark JillOnMoney.com. It says maybe it's like when I start up my computer, load up JillOnMoney.com. It's fun. It's it's like your older sister coming to you every day saying, everything's going to be fine. Don't worry. If not, give us a holler. Okay. You can subscribe to us on the Odyssey app or wherever you find your favorite podcast. Please leave us a rating and review wherever you listen and do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.